Nadine, it is Wednesday. So, I felt like making a vlog in front of my wall. Cool, I added some things, by the way. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, I added some things. Also, I think for the duration of this vlog, I'm going to talk about the weird dream I had a few nights ago. I mean, it was really bizarre. I'm not even kidding. It was, well, I don't know how I even dreamt of it, but whatever. It's also kind of dark and weirdly lit because the lights I have really suck, and it's about 3 p.m. I think. It shouldn't be this dark, but I think it's about to rain, which is always a good thing, but yeah. Okay, moving on to the dream. So it started off at school. I was with Sab, and Sab invited me to go to Europe with her. And of course, me being someone who wants to go to Europe, I go yes! So she sleeps over in my house, and I asked my mom the following day if I could go to Europe with Sam. And my mom says, only if you do good in your session tests. The next day I ordered tickets online for the trip to Europe. I don't even know which country we're going to in Europe, but yeah, it's in Europe. And it turns out that Sam and I were going to be sitting together in the plane, which was kind of weird. So there's this number on the bottom of the ticket said to call if there were any problems. So I tried texting it and calling, asking why I wasn't partners with Sab, and they didn't reply or answer this. So I went to the airport, and I realized I brought my camera, but I forgot the memory stick and a battery charger. So I ran back home, and then I got it and went back. Then I went to the waiting room, and so I showed Sab our tickets, and I showed her that we weren't sitting beside each other, which is just really weird. And she goes, and then she just goes, what the heck? And well, I don't know. So she asked her mom why we were sitting together, but her mom didn't reply, which is kind of weird, and she's like sitting beside each other. So I was just like, whatever, let's just deal with this later. We're going to Europe anyway, so we will see each other soon, I guess. So we both went in the plane, and I was seated beside this Asian zookeeper, and he was crying. He was crying because his sister couldn't make it, and Sab was like 2 rows ahead of me, which is perfectly normal. And a few hours later, just cruising along in the plane, the back door of the plane thing, like it was a jet where you could put your car inside, the back door opened, and Sab, Asian zookeeper, and I and some other people went down with our chairs down to the water, which was really weird. Yeah, and her mom was there. Her mom was still in the plane, and yeah, and then like you could hear in the background that they were all going wah, just really bizarre. So we're in the water, and Asian zookeeper tried to use his zoo hawk thing to fly us there. Unfortunately, that didn't work because we were all too heavy. But Sab remembered that she had a big ho-oh kite, and it didn't quite work out because her mom had the ho-oh kite, and it was in the plane. And since it was in the plane, it would like, she opened it, the mom was like, sorry Sab, I have your kite. And then she opened it, it was like a friggin' parachute which gave them more air resistance so they could fly higher and stuff. And then eventually, Asian zookeeper, Sab, and other people and I found a boat, and we were just sitting there, wondering how to stop Sab's evil mom's scheme. So weird. Oh, why did I? Goodbye.